Hello and welcome. This is a recorded webinar that outlines the new Student Growth to Proficiency calculation for the Idaho Standards Achievement Test, or ISAT, for the school year 2024-2025 and beyond. Thank you for joining us today. This webinar was recorded in September 2024. The Idaho Department of Education and Idaho State Board of Education have implemented a change to the way that growth is calculated from year to year on the ISAT. Growth is reported at the school, district, and state level as the percentage of students meeting the growth goal. This new growth model was reviewed by several parties, including Idaho's Technical Advisory Committee, a group of psychometricians and subject matter experts, the Idaho State Board of Education, and educators who participated in the focus groups and provided feedback to the state on the growth model. Based on stakeholder feedback, we believe that the new growth model will provide more equitable and realistic growth targets for all of Idaho's students. In the former model, goals were often too ambitious to be realistic for students who received a below basic or basic score on the ISAT. Also in the former model, students who were scoring advanced could have had a growth target that was not rigorous enough, as they just had to maintain some level of proficiency to stay on target. Finally, students who scored proficient in the former model did not necessarily have to grow from year to year. The new model will hopefully provide the appropriate amount of challenge, rigor, and feasibility for students scoring in all categories on the ISAT.
When students receive a score on the ISAT, they also receive an achievement level. They can be a 1, below basic, a 2, basic, a 3, proficient, or a 4, advanced. These achievement levels are determined by a specific cut score that is based on progress towards mastery of the Idaho content standards for their specific grade level. For the new growth calculation, each achievement level is divided into 3 levels called tertiles. This is because each achievement level has a wide range of skill scores that falls within it. If a student scores a 3, for instance, but just barely a 3, they will be placed in the 3A category. A student right in the middle would be 3B, and a student who is almost but not quite a 4 will be placed in the 3C category. Level 4, which is the advanced category, is not divided. Depending on the category students fall into, they will have a different growth goal. For students who do not score proficient, that is, students who have scored a 1 or a 2, their goal is to move up 1 tertile from one school year to the next. For students who score a proficient level 3, their goal is to maintain their current tertile on the following year's ISAT. For students who score level 4 advanced, their goal is simply to stay in the advanced level 4 category for the next school year. Let's dive into each of those with a little more detail. Starting with students who score a level 1 basic or a level 2 below basic. Spring to spring growth targets are for students to move by 1 or more achievement subcategories so that they are moving towards proficiency. For example, if a 6th grade student scored at the 1B level in the prior school year, then their goal for 7th grade would be to move up 1 tertile to the score in the 1C category. Next, let's look more closely at students who scored a level 3 proficient in the prior school year. Their spring to spring growth targets are for students to remain in or exceed their current subcategory. This ensures that they stay on track meeting grade level expectations. If a 3rd grade student scored in the 3C category, for example, their growth goal for 4th grade is to also score in the 3C category. Level 4 is a little different. If a student is scoring in the level 4 category in one school year, this means that they are performing above grade level expectations. Their growth goal is simply to continue performing at a level 4 in the following school year. This still indicates growth, as each year's scale scores are set based on grade level content standards. Now, let's dive into the impact of this new growth model and a few resources that might help you unpack it and apply it to your school community. This ISAT growth model is one of the factors that is used to identify schools who may need additional help and resources from the Idaho Department of Education. ISAT growth is just one of the factors that plays into school identification. Other factors include growth towards fluency on the English language proficiency assessment, chronic absenteeism, and advanced opportunities and graduation rate. For more information on school identification and improvement, please visit our website at sde.idaho.gov and navigate to the Federal Programs Department.
State, district, and school-level growth data is publicly posted on our website at sde.idaho.gov on the Assessment and Accountability Department's page. To find it, navigate to the Accountability page and find the ISAT and IDAA tab. You can then download the student growth spreadsheet. Please note that the new growth model described in this presentation will not be applied to school year 2023-2024 data, but it will be applied to data from the 2024-2025 school year and beyond. Here's a quick tour of the spreadsheet that you can download. First, you can choose the tab State, District, or School, and then filter to your specific school or district. You can then filter by subject if you'd like. Then, change the metric name to Growth and filter to the population that you would like to see. You can search by grade level, demographic, or all students. Then, you can see that the numerator will show the number of students in that category who have met the growth goal. The denominator shows all eligible students. Finally, the rate shows the percentage of students meeting the growth goal in that category. Our last resource is specifically for teachers. We have created a guide that will help teachers and students to set their growth goals from one year to the next, based on a student-specific scale score. The guide can be accessed on the ISAT page on sce.idaho.gov under Summative Assessment and ISAT Growth. Please use and distribute this guide as you see fit. If you have questions about ISAT Growth or anything assessment and accountability related, please do not hesitate to contact our team. We can be reached by phone, email, and via our website. Thank you for joining us today.